Hi, dear students. Today I have the honor of introducing to you and actually speaking, getting him back. We already had one interview with him after the NEET PG results. We had an interview with him on the Dam Series channel on YouTube, and now I would like to welcome him back, Dr. Sukhdeep Singh. He has gotten a rank 11 in the June 2020 PGI Chandigarh exam, and he has been a DAM student for 3 years with a who's done a face-to-face course as well as a app-based course recently. So Sudeep, I'm really, really proud of your achievement. Tell us, how are you feeling right now after getting a rank 11 in the PGI Chandigarh exam?
So I'm feeling very happy. Really, I can't describe my feeling. I almost checked the result about thrice, the scorecard, and then I believe that I got a rank 11. Um,
Great. So, Sudeep, I have a very, very important question for you. And I think this is one question that I want to ask all PGI rankers is that, this paper, when you were appearing for this PGI exam, you had 1250 decision points in this exam. How many choices did you mark? And what is your final score that you have seen on your scorecard? And, can you give us some insight on this so that other people can also plan their strategy for future?
Sir, in this PJ exam, I marked lesser options as compared to the previous exam. I was very aggressive in that exam. Like PJs is one exam in which you have to, you cannot rule out all the options. You have to mark all the options carefully, but I marked around 600 options, 550 to 600. It
Okay.
was easy paper than last time, and images and visuals were also there.
Yeah.
But since the exam contained all the basic repeats of PJ exam, it was nothing more special. It was all from notes.
Now, can you tell me, about your experience as a DAM student in general? Like you have been a 3-year DAM student, you have also taken a app-based TND recently. So, can you tell us about your DAM's experience in total?
Yes, sir. I joined the DAMS Foundation batch in my pre-final year. At that time, my main aim was to make proper self-made handwritten notes, and then my aim was to complete all the notes and also revise them at least once before my internship begins. And they not only helped me in these exams, but they also helped me in my professional exams, and also helped me to get distinction in many of the subjects in my professional exams also. And then in the internship, I joined a test and discussion course, and I simply followed the schedule with discipline and religiously followed the whole schedule. And then I gave the November exams, and after that the NEET PG exam. Sir, but I was not much satisfied with that rank because I was not getting a deserving branch. So, sir, I started again in this April mid-year for the PG. I was mainly targeting PJ exam because AIMS was on 3rd of May. So I had started around 14th of April this year again. So my main aim target was PJ exam because that was on 23rd. But sir, then many people motivated me, and even this lockdown that motivated me. The exams got postponed, and I gave the exams got postponed, and I prepared for AIMS also. And then the strategy for PJ is a little bit different. Like first for 1 month, I did whole revision, complete revision of all the notes plus TND notes thoroughly. It took me about 1 month and 10 days. I made a written schedule. So after that, I saw last year questions. I watched the eMedico's videos, so they were very useful, and I did one a special thing this time that I marked all the previous year topics on my notes with sticky notes,
Hmm.
and so that that can aid me in my final revision. So I marked all the topics, sir. As you always say that we should watch those videos with notes open. So, sir, I watched all the videos and then pasted sticky notes on all the previous year topics so that they can help me in my final revision. And then gave the uh, I watched AIMS capsule and DBT also, and before my second revision.
So, Sudeep, if I now ask you that, I think it's a very important thing that you have brought up that when you started this time for PGI, you started because, you got some extra time because the exams got postponed because of the lockdown. So, I think the
Yes.
thing that comes to my mind today is that you converted a crisis into an opportunity. There was a crisis, but you converted it into an
Yes.
opportunity. Tell us about this mindset. That some people would have thought okay, exam is getting delayed is a problem. You converted it into opportunity and you started preparing for PGI. So I really appreciate this. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Sir, actually, many people motivated me also, especially my friend Shubham Sani, who is currently NAIMS, and
Hmm.
Dr. Manish, who is DAMS Faculty of Ophthalmology. He told that, Ki, buddy, this is a golden chance. You should prepare for those exams. So I took this lockdown in a positive sense, and that led to the results.
Uh, Sudeep, you started with the previous papers of PGI on e-medicos, and that helped you to formulate the idea about what are the important topics in PGI. So, how useful were those video discussions which are available for all previous papers, more important previous papers in the e-medicos app?
So they were extremely useful. Like they help me to find which are the important topics. And apart from that, there are many CID videos also. They help me in the second revision, which I gave after the second CBT. And I did second revision fastly in about 15 days. And then again, the exams were postponed. And then I had the chance to do a final third revision, which was a very high yield revision. I read only those sticky notes wale topics which were the previous year questions. So I had to simultaneously prepare for PGI and AIMS this time. There were only 2 days in between.
I think the most important thing that he did was that he had less time because he decided late about this exam, but he went about it with a strategy. And his strategy was he listened to the previous papers and the Central Institute discussion that we call as CID in the AIMS capsule. And then he put sticky notes on his notes on the topics for important for PGI exam. And I think he has done a very, very smart thing to revise in a high yield manner. And I think that high yield work is the key. So this is what I keep saying, and all mentors keep telling that smartly padna hai. And I think Sudeep, this time you have actually worked in a very very smart and a very strategy like manner. Very good. Sudeep, I also want to know from you, like you have been a dance classroom student for I think 3 years. You have attended in the early part also. So how was your experience in the early years that you joined us as a foundation student? And how important do you think is joining early important for a future aspirant?
So joining early is very important. So the classrooms they help me to build concepts, and the concepts are forever ingrained in your minds, and you just need to revisit them at least once. To again, you just need to revise those concepts after that. So that then at that time, my main aim was to complete proper notes and listen to the class with my senses open.
Mm.
And also I read all the notes. And second thing, while you are reading, you should read it aloud with
Mm.
all your senses open, so that you don't only get not only getting the visual memory, should you should also get the auditory memory also.
And I think what he has brought up is a very important thing. A lot of people are only reading from pre-printed notes kind of thing. So what happens is if you're reading, it has only one input into it. While in a classroom, you have multiple inputs coming in. Teacher is speaking. There is some body language which is being going on. There are some other students sitting in the class telling you, and all that is building up a concept in form of multiple areas of your brain getting activated and utilized. And I think Sudeep has given us a very very intelligent idea about whenever you are studying, the idea is to study with your senses open. And I think that is what is called as mindful learning. I think, Sudeep, what are your thoughts on this?
Yes, sir, some people always complain ki we don't have time. Sir, just we need about 8 to 10 hours. You have to properly plan your day. You can even sleep for 10 hours. Matlab, but you have to plan your day properly, and you have to read aloud properly with your senses open.
And Sudeep, we talked about the PGI paper strategy that you had. I also want to know from you any particular topics that you feel a future aspirant should always study before appearing for the PGI exam. Any topics that you felt that these are favorite of PGI exam
Yes,
and
sir.
these are from my sticky notes.
Yes, sir. There are definitely those topics. I read those topics 2 days before the PGI exam. I had made my list already before the AIMS exam. I was making a list for the PGI topics that I have to read 2 days before the exam. Sir, they include like from path, genetics, neoplasia, renal path, and CD markers. And sir, from OBS gynae is very important. So you told five subjects are very important. I watched your video also, sir, and then biochemistry from there, molecular biology, radiotherapy. So these are the most important topics, and apart from that, scores from surgery, medicine, and all the risk factors. Matlab, I spent 2 hours in reading all the risk factors of all the diseases from head to toe, and then I read scores which we read in surgery. Then I read all those topics which I have told right now, 2 days before the exam.
And I think you've done a very, very good analysis on the PGI exam. In PGI, always the biochemistry, molecular part, medicine, surgery, obs and gynae, risk factors, scorings, which are very, very important as far as CD markers, and very, very good strategy. Sudeep, you are telling future aspirants. I think a lot of future aspirants will be happy with the suggestions that you have given us. Sudeep, this time we had a surprise like visual questions also were there in the PGI exam. Did the AIMS capsule and the DVT
Sir,
that we had, did they help for the image-based
yes, sir.
questions?
I watched AIMS. Yes, sir. I had watched AIMS capsule about thrice by now. I
Yeah.
watched AIMS capsule 2 days before the AIMS exam. I had kept AIMS capsule. While watching AIMS capsule for one subject, I watched DVT of that subject side by side, and also read the notes which I made in that DVT. And sir, that helped me in PGI exam also. Matlab, the visuals were not a different thing. It's not a difficult thing. Matlab, you are used to that already. You give that in other exams also,
And
and
Sudeep,
visuals
how
were simple.
one
Yes,
thing
sir.
I think the visuals were quality visuals in PGI exam. They were connected to the question. Sometimes in the question you have a visual which is not connected to the
Yes,
question.
sir.
I think this time they made good
Yes, sir, they
quality.
were integrated.
And how was your experience with the DAMS CBT that we conduct in the designated centers? And you've been to some of them. What was your experience with the DAMS CBTs?
So yes, sir, I gave one CBT last year in October. So that was a real-time experience of the exam. It quite simulated the real exam. Sir, and then I gave this CBT one this year and CBT two. Matlab, the ranks totally, matlab, they were within the range of the real exam only. Matlab, that helped me to predict my exam in my rank.
And what role do you think tests like grand test, subject-wise tests they play in developing your exam skill? Like many students I've seen in the past they do only the study part, but they don't do the testing part. What are your comments on it?
So grand tests, also, they are really very helpful. Like, sir, I gave a grand test after every week of my preparation. In the initial part, like I started my preparation with a grand test only to assess where I stand. And then, well, it is not like that you haven't done all the subjects, you cannot give a test at this time. Well, you'll never be ready, you'll never be perfect, but you have to give a grand test to assess where you stand. And they help you to check your progress. Like I gave a GT every week, and I saw that a progress in my preparation, and that also motivates you.
Any particular teachers that come to your mind today? When you look back today after achieving such a great rank.
So first
Any
of all, I loved your classes, and Sir Deepthi ma'am and Arvind sir's medicine class, sir, and all the faculty was amazing in dams.
Thank you so much. And before I ask you a question, this is a very important question, and a lot of students want to know this question from you. That Sudeep, what makes you a high achiever? Like you have consistently worked hard. Then you have had your own share of ups and downs. Now finally you have a rank 11 in the PGI exam. So tell us what makes you going, what makes Sukhdeep the high achiever that he is.
So first of all, the motivation should come from inside. Matlab, it's not like everyone will keep on motivating you. You should have inner desire to work to achieve more. Second thing is you should make a proper schedule. You should have a proper discipline in your life. Like for these 2 months when I prepared, and I didn't step out of my house. I didn't step out into my courtyard even. And
That's very hard
thirdly,
work.
time management is very important. And you have to manage time by making a proper schedule. And if you're not able to complete, well, you have to make a proper schedule with breaks in between also.
I think Sukhdeep has mentioned the right thing that whenever you want to study, whenever you want to achieve something big, you need to have that at least that self desire that you want to do. Nobody can motivate a person who is not having the desire to succeed. So you have to have your own desire, then motivation will work on you. And then the most important thing that Sukhdeep has told us today is that there was a scenario of lockdown, exam getting delayed, admissions getting delayed. He converted it into opportunity. He could not go out, so he decided to study hard. And he decided to study hard. He did not even step out of his house and worked really hard to get into this rank. So, Deep,
And sir, one
tell,
thing, sir, all our non-medicos friend were all everyone was trapped in their homes. So I didn't feel like that everyone is inside their home only. So I should also study. There's nothing outside I can do. So it's the time to study only because all your non-medico friends they were also trapped inside the house. So that also made me excited that
so you utilize this opportunity. I think you convert this. You have proved it to everybody that every crisis has an opportunity. Every dark cloud has a silver lining, and I think Sudeep utilize that silver lining to the best. Sudeep, I also want to now ask you: do you have your parents around or family members around? Do you? It would be a great idea if we can congratulate them personally today.
sir, actually they are outside.
Okay. Can we ask them to be here, or is okay? Okay, it's okay. Anna. And Sudeep, any message that you want to give for future aspirants?
Sir, I just want to give this message that you should don't run for multiple sources, run for a single source. Time is enough. You just have to earn time in your life, be disciplined, and just work hard and study smartly also.
So, what we have learned from Sukhdeep are three things, and I think these are all critical things that he has taught you. If you follow them, you can actually be the next topper and get an interview on this channel. What he has taught us is like stick to single resource, convert crisis into opportunity, and plan meticulously and do a smart study. I think that has turned the table when he went through all the previous paper discussions on e-medicos. He went through AIMS capsule and the CID Central Institute discussion sessions. He created a list of topics, created sticky notes and pasted them in the notes wherever they were important for PGI so that he could quickly review the PGI. And in 2 months, I think in the end, quick revision, he converted his entire, channelized the entire efforts, utilized the lockdown as an opportunity and converted into a great rank. So the awesome, awesome work. I'm really, really proud of you. And the entire DAMS family
Thank
wants to congratulate you, and I want to wish you all the best for your journey forward in these great institutes. Can I ask you a final question?
thank
Which branch do you think you will be taking?
Sir, I have only one choice, and that is dermatology. That's my aim since my third year. So I'll be
Let's.
taking up dermatology.
I wish you all the best. Let's hope for the best that you get the branch of your choice in the place of your choice. Heartiest congratulations. God bless you. We will make the final V-sign, customary V-sign that we make. Normally, we make it in my room in DAMS. This time we will make it digitally. Best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
It has been an honor and a pleasure to be a teacher to a student like you. God bless you, beta. God bless you.
Thank you.